The SMGs are probably one of the most fun weapon classes to complete, but it can get a little tedious, so if you're looking for specific tips, timestamps will be in the description below. There are 6 weapons in total to complete: the AUG, P90, MP5, Uzi, PP Bison, or the PP, and the MP7. The Striker 45 is not required for Platinum or Damascus because it's a DLC gun, but it's really sick. Here's the order I recommend for completing the SMGs. If you're still having a hard time deciding what guns to use first, here's a quick rundown on each of the SMGs. The AUG is usually an AR in most games, but in COD it's a SMG for some reason. But it's fully automatic, so that's pretty cool. The AUG is the most accurate and has the furthest range of the SMGs, but it comes at a cost, having the least mobility and the worst recoil control. The P90 is a fully automatic SMG that is most well known for being the rush-down, run-and-gun weapon in most games. The P90 is very well balanced statistically, with its only downside being it's the most inaccurate SMG. The MP5 is one of the more popular SMGs, and it's one of the most user-friendly guns in the game. It's very balanced statistically, but where it really shines is in its recoil control, being the easiest to control out of the SMGs. The Uzi is a very balanced SMG that's most well known for being short. The only stat it's lagging behind in is its fire rate, being the slowest out of the SMGs. It's still a pretty solid gun though. The PP-19 Bison, or the PP, is one of the most underrated guns in the game. It's the most lethal of the SMGs, having the highest damage output of the group and one of the largest magazine sizes of any non-LMG in the game. So for the PP, magazine size matters. The MP7 is one of the most dangerous short to medium range guns in the game. Having the fastest fire rate and the most mobility of the SMGs makes for a good gun to use aggressively. This does come with the setbacks, having the least range and the lowest damage output of the SMGs. If you want to take a look at the attributes yourself, here's an easy to read stat sheet with the yellow dot displaying the best out of the group with the white dot displaying the worst. If you need a second to look this over, pause the video now. Looking into the playstyles of the SMGs, the most obvious one that comes to mind is the running gun. The SMGs are made to be mobile, combined with the fast fire rates makes them very dangerous for fast, in-your-face rushes. The SMGs are all about quick flick reactions and spray transfers to take out multiple enemies at once. Learning to counter the recoil of these guns is key for spraying consistently, so try to be more aware of your gun's recoil pattern, which is usually just as simple as pulling your crosshair down. I usually give my SMGs the largest magazine size possible, making it easier to get multiple kills in quick succession and helping to avoid running out of ammo in untimely moments. Pre-firing corners in common areas on the map is a very good strat with the SMGs because you can catch flankers and rushers off guard. Using them like a faster, more mobile LMG is also a very viable strategy. I know I say this for every guide, but some of you still don't understand how good hardcore shoot house and shipment are for grinding. The small maps are a feeding ground for the SMGs because they play right into the SMG's strengths of dominating in close quarter situations. Combined with the faster rate to kill on hardcore makes these weapons ridiculously good and fun to use. As always, if you have any tips I don't mention in this video, leave them in the comments below. Also leave any questions you might have there as well, and I'll try to get to as many as I can. Now let's get into the camos. For spray paint, you need to kill 500 enemies. This is simple and will come passively just by using the gun. Difficulty, easy. For woodland, you need 100 headshots. 100 seems like a lot, but random sprays often lead to headshots, and you're bound to get a few from just using the gun. But if you're still having trouble with this challenge, practicing better crosshair placement and focusing on getting a few per game will help you a lot. Difficulty, not too bad. For digital, you need 110 crouching kills. Crouching kills are one of my least favorite challenges to do because of the drastically different playstyle you have to use to obtain them. Crouching right before a kill works great to counter this, but be careful of sliding because it's inconsistent on whether or not it'll count towards this challenge. Duck walking is also a solid strat for knocking this challenge out. Difficulty, dry ass cheeks. For dragon, you need 100 hipfire kills. Hipfire is extremely underrated in this game, and using the SMG's hipfire is very effective up close, so try to go for it at shorter ranges. The lasers, larger magazines, and recoil stabilization attachments do wonders for this challenge. Small maps or close quarters areas like buildings are what you should aim for when going for this challenge. Difficulty, no sweat. For Splinter, you need 50 long shot kills. Long shot kills aren't the easiest to get with the SMGs, but 50 is a very reasonable amount for this challenge. Using monolithic suppressors and longer barrels will give you the extra range to get this challenge done quicker. The range for long shots is shorter than most other guns, so playing at semi-long areas of the map and playing hardcore will make it easier to get a kill at further range. I also recommend playing on shoot house because it has many areas where long shots are possible without feeling like the enemies are too far away to get. Difficulty? For topo, you need 50 mounted kills. Mounted kills will always be a ball buster, so mount peeking corners or posting up and watching common angles should take care of this challenge. Just try to knock it out as soon as possible to minimize suffering. Difficulty? The dude in the middle of the human centipede. For tiger, you need 250 kills with all attachments. This challenge is cake, just build your gun to fit your playstyle and rack up kills. If you're having trouble coming up with a build, here are a few of mine. But J-Money, you might be thinking. Your builds are ass. Well, I got 3 words for you, buddy. Suck the nuts. Difficulty, Schmeat. For For stripes, you need 40 kills shortly after reloading. For this challenge, I recommend taking off any extended mag you might have to increase the number of reloads you do, as well as adding the sleight of hand perk to increase reload speeds. If you're still struggling with this, shooting and reloading before a gunfight makes this challenge fly by. Difficulty? Irritating. For Reptile, you need 75 kills with no attachments. Hardcore, hardcore, hardcore. The quicker time to kill makes using these guns without attachments much easier, as well as flanking to take advantage of unsuspecting enemies can give you the upper hand when using these guns without attachments. Difficulty? Pretty eh. For Skulls, you need to kill 3 enemies without dying 25 times. Getting used to transferring sprays, playing around objectives, and flanking the people sitting mid on shoot house should help when completing this challenge. As well as just going hard on shipment will help you knock this out quickly. But if worse comes to worse and you're really struggling to get these done, camping around high traffic points on the map will definitely boost your chances of getting the 3 kills. Difficulty? That's all the tips I have for completing the SMG challenges. If this helped you at all, leave a like. If not, dislike.